There are many different forms and types of government around the world. In today's video, we are going to look at the different forms of governments by explaining each one of them. So, subscribe now, and let's get into it. To get started, let's first understand what a government is. A government is an institution, or a system, or a group of people that governs a state or community and exercises authority and control over a specific geographic region or a group of people. Governments are responsible for making and enforcing laws, providing public services, and protecting the country from external threats. Government responsibilities also extend to the provision of protection services, services that create wealth, promotion of cultural and educational services, provision of welfare and social work services, as well as ensuring environmental conservation protection. There are many different forms of government. In this video, we're going to look at the following: a monarchy, a theocracy, a democracy, totalitarianism, a dictatorship, an oligarchy, as well as an authoritarianism. Please note that these forms can further be divided into subgroups, and some countries and states may also experience a combination of different types of governmental formations. Let's start with a monarchy as a form of government. A monarchy is a form of government where a single person, often a king or queen, holds supreme authority, and the position is usually inherited. There are two main types. An absolute monarchy. This is where the monarch's powers are not restricted by a constitution, as well as a constitutional monarchy. That's where the monarch's powers are limited by a constitution or laws. The next form of government we'll discuss is a theocracy. This is a government run by religious leaders. Like monarchy, theocracy is an old form of government. However, in a theocracy, the government claims to be directed by some divine godly powers, writings, or religious traditions and customs. There is usually no legal separation between church and state, and citizens of other faiths are often excluded or disregarded. In ancient times, rulers were often priests. The pharaohs of ancient Egypt, for example, were believed to be gods in human forms. While the Byzantine Empire is said to have been ruled by an emperor, who was also head of the church. It is also reported that the head of the Catholic Church, the Pope, ruled extensive territories in Italy until 1870. Democracy is arguably one of the most commonly known forms of government. Under democracy, government authority is based on the will of the people. This means that political power is vested in the hands of the people, either directly or through elected representatives. Essentially, a democracy allows for people to either vote on issues directly, or they can elect representatives who make government decisions for the public. In a democracy, people also enjoy certain basic rights, such as the freedom and confidence to criticize their government freely. There are different models of democracy. To learn more on democracy as a form of government, its characteristics, as well as the advantages and disadvantages of democracy, please check out these videos under our channel. We'll also pin the links to these videos in the comments section below this video. By the way, please remember to support our channel by clicking on that like button. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Now, let's get back to our other forms of government by explaining totalitarianism. Totalitarianism is a form of government and a political system that prohibits all opposition parties, outlaws individual and group opposition to the state and its claims, as well as exercises an extremely high if not complete degree of control and regulation over the public and their private lives. A totalitarian government is often regarded as the most extreme and complete form of authoritarianism. In totalitarian states, the government seeks to not control all political and economic matters, but also the attitudes, values, and beliefs of the population. This government may also employ propaganda campaigns, usually through state-controlled mass media. Dictatorship, which is also similar to a totalitarian government, is when political power is concentrated in the hands of one individual, referred to as a dictator, who often rules without the consent of the governed. Decisions under this regime are made by that dictator or a small group close to them. This small group of people may or may not be distinguished by one or several characteristics, such as nobility, fame, wealth, education, or corporate, religious, political, or military control. Similarly, is an oligarchy. This is a form of government in which power is concentrated in the hands of a small but privileged group of individuals or families. This elite group may derive power from wealth, social status, military strength, or a combination of these factors. This can also be compared to authoritarianism, which is a political system characterized by the rejection of democracy and political plurality. It involves the use of a strong central power to preserve the political status quo, as well as push an agenda for the reduction in the rule of law and the limitation of certain democratic rights. In conclusion, it's important to mention that some governments may find themselves under other methods of governance which don't necessarily subscribe to any of the forms of government discussed under this video. One such governance is a state of anarchy. This refers to a state whereby a society is without a functioning government or a central authority. In an anarchic system, there is an absence of a formalized political structure and a choice by the people not to have a government. Countries may also find themselves under colonialism. This refers to control by one power over a dependent area or people. In practice, colonialism is when one country violently invades and takes control of another country, claims the land as its own, and sends people, often settlers, to live on that land. So, which of these forms of government does your country fall under? Let us know by leaving us a comment below this video. It would also be interesting to find out from you which form of government you believe is the best, and your reason for such belief. For more on public administration and public finance, please take time to check out our other videos under this channel, where we discuss various topics relating to public administration, as well as public management and management of the public sector, including the running of government. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more content. And remember to turn on the notification button to make sure that you don't miss out when we post new videos. You can also connect with us by following us on social media at ConsultKano. And continue the conversation by leaving us a comment or tagging us on social media using the hashtag ConsultKano. Thank you for watching. Join us again next time for another video. Until then, please check out these other videos. Kano Consultants. For professional advice you can trust.